Why'd you even ask the question? How could you?
Okay, so we are into the draft. Let's transition. Bam, beautiful. I don't have a transition, but we are into the draft. We are going to be casting Toxic Angels versus Takes 3 to Tango. I think Takes 3 to Tango is like one of my favorite teams. I don't know why, but they just got a good vibe about them. I like them.
Name's even fun to say.
Yeah, it's fun. It's not like fucking one anchor plus four. Fuck that. Fucking
blame
Norwegian coalition, Norwegian Italian like, come on, just stop it. You guys are Pinko Zuki, literally, stop ruining my day. Literally.
Literally Benji. If you look in the chat history, he's the one that came up with the name. No,
Benji, okay. Yeah. So the thing is, it's a cute name, but it's painful to cast. It's painful as fuck. Because do I call you guys the anchors? Do I call you guys the Lost at Sea?
I think Benji liked Lost at Sea more than Anchors.
Yeah.
But Benji's just lost. It's fine.
So is everyone, to be honest. But we're into the game, of course. Toxic Angels and Takes 3 to Tango. I am not 100% familiar with these two teams, but Takes 3 to Tango, a very solid team all around. And of course, I don't know the exact...
They've been learning from our contenders division. They banned Mars Hoodwink first phase.
Lol. Okay, so Toxic Angels, they went out Mars Hoodwink, which is, you know, such a strong little off-lane combo, not really one they want to play against. And the two matches that I've watched from Toxic Angels so far, absolutely insane play from them. Like they just go crazy, but actually it looks like a bit of a different lineup. Maybe I'm mistaking it a bit. I don't know whether this is their usual lineup, but I don't recognize Dubs a lot in Slash. And usually there's Ronin Swanson, usually there's Joker as well in the mid, so maybe a bit of
back while I go and hunt down who normally plays.
Oh, okay, so I think
Flash is a stand. Oh, both of them are stand-ins, okay.
Yeah, so two stand-ins.
Yeah.
So it seems like the core of the team.
Yeah,
the core of the team is Ronin Swanson, Elegance, and Waffle Eats Pancake, and Reckless. But Joker dubs a lot and Slash stand in whenever they need to, and of course this is one of them. Waffle Eats Pancake, a very terrifying Treant Protector, so not surprised to see this come out, but immediately the first pick, Jakiro for Lil Bok Choi, is one of the specialties of her hero pool, the position 5 of Takes 3 to Tango, and one of the WLD podcast hosts as well. So...
Oh, actually?
Yeah!
Well, now if I insult her, I'm gonna have to feel bad in the podcast.
Oh, you're gonna have to feel... you're gonna have to feel bad if you insult someone. Unbelievable.
Are you telling me you don't feel bad? You wanna just like full roast people this series? Like, sure.
I mean, I just do my thing. I don't think too much about it until someone complains. And then I feel intensely bad, like and take actual emotional damage. But anyways, Crystal Maiden and Treant Protector, a pretty interesting opening that basically puts the Treant on 4, right? Because CM is kind of a hard hero to play up against.
Like a hard support.
Yeah, I mean you can play her 4, but it's obviously the effect is kind of dull. Jakiro Dawnbreaker, a pretty cool opening though, because it has a lot of AoE magic damage and just a lot of control, right? The slow up, and this Jakiro, if it's put in the 4 position alongside Dawnbreaker in the offlane, can really make this CM's life absolute hell.
I wonder if the Tiny and Spectre are like targeted bans, because to me it doesn't strike me as like a particularly good game for this series, but they're drafting really fast, holy crap.
So I don't actually recognize their usernames because I know the team name, like I know the player names, but like the in-game names are like Cyrillic and like random stuff, so it doesn't actually line up. I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Takes. Yeah, so I believe one of them is Error, the other one is Yames, there's Gonzo as well, and Joji. So some sort of assortment of, I don't know who is who, but we'll find out once we're in the game. Error is their safe lane player, if I'm not wrong, and 2 is... 2 is also safe, I have no clue. But we'll find out, it's okay, Smile.
Smile? Tinker ban. Somebody a Tinker player? That's kind of...
I am not too familiar, but I know that... So the games that I watch, right? Elegance is their hard carry, he went for Jug, Reckless went for Tusk off lane, which was insane. But looks like he's gonna be, if he's playing off lane, he's gonna be picking up the Sand King in this game. So Sand King, not a hero that we see quite a lot just because of how hard it is to make his lane work. But when you have the Burrow, like, it does give you that instant initiate. They can really trip up like the Dawnbreaker. But the Vengeful Spirit there, the swap as well, to get them out of sticky situations. If you're overgrowthed up or rooted up by the CM or Barrel Struck up, you can just get the free swap out. That's a get out of jail free card for them.
So in the kind of pricing, we saw a little bit of prevalence of like Sand King mid. Do you think it's like still a thing, and like why has it fallen out of meta if it has?
I do not like Sand King mid because Sand King mid just kind of walls out a lot of mid laners that want to do their job or take over the lane, right? And Sand King mid is all about tempo, but if you take a look at these heroes, Treant Protector and CM, these are not exactly tempo heroes. These are heroes that like to stay in the lane. They like to kind of... Have you ever seen a CM roam? Yes, you have, but
yes.
It doesn't really feel that good because she's just so slow and clunky, and you can't really lead with a CM. You need somebody else, and early game Sand King isn't going to be able to make that distance. If you see a Sand King running up to you, everyone knows better, right? You just did. So a lot of static lanes coming out. I would be surprised if this Sand King is not an offlaner, because right now they are presenting TA, or at least they're presenting very static like lane defending capabilities, and Viper only adds on to that, right? All these heroes can stay in their lane, make a kill happen in lane, or defend a tower with Sandstorm, with Nature's Grasp, with their Q, and now the Viper and Nether Toxin as well to clear out the creep wave. So a lot of anti-push and early lane basically security for them.
I feel like it's going to be so hard for Toxic Angels to actually maneuver anywhere with how slow these heroes are.
Yeah, even with the Sand King Blink, right? Because Sand King Blink, then what? Like
nothing.
Where's the follow-up right now?
Wind Ranger. Oh no, this is gonna be...
Okay, so Wind Ranger, one of the heroes that notoriously shits on Viper, doesn't really care about... I mean, there is an argument to be made that the roots coming out from the dual support of Toxic Angels could make her life a bit hard, but at the same time, where is the damage, right? Where is the damage? If you can't hit her with the Viper poison attacks, you're relying on the Barrel Strike and the Burst to come out. But that always is the factor of that Vengeful Spirit swap alongside the Dawnbreaker ulti to keep that Wind Ranger topped off. So I'm really liking this draft from Take 3 to Tango a lot more than I do from Toxic Angels. But I have said that before and eaten my words. Toxic Angels, when I interviewed their captain Elegance recently, he said that they kind of have a problem where they have a small hero pool. I mean, I don't see it at this present moment based on the stuff that I've watched so far, but I mean, Treant Protector definitely a repeat for Waffle Eats Pancake, and I don't know whether this will be something that kind of ends up biting them in the ass during this series.
I just want to say that Waffle Eats Pancake is a fun name. Both teams banning out one positions, standard.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of guess that eliminates the possibility of a Dawnbreaker 1, right?
Indeed. I hate Dawnbreaker 1, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it has no business. Dawnbreaker 1 is how Virtus Pro lost at TI, and I don't want to see it anymore.
The Dawnbreaker 1 nearly worked against us.
Yeah, but...
we were bad?
No, but it's also because y'all let her have like a free-ass game.
Hey. Mistakes were made.
Yeah, mistakes were made, and Dawnbreaker position 1 is
PA,
one of them.
I would have thought PA for Takes 3 would have been really nice, actually.
Yeah,
just
actually,
because all those heroes are so burstable, right?
And if you pick PA, isn't that kind of like free for you? Like the Wind Ranger rushes MKB and PA just eats fucking shit. Like, and that's the CK. Might be a bit of a deny from Era because I know Era likes to play this as well, but Elegance, this is definitely up his alley. This CK can definitely...
In the last Era game I watched, right? Didn't they pick CK into a Sand King lane and like completely dumpster it?
Yeah, so I mean, could be a deny pick, could be a comfort pick as well. Elegance really good on this CK as far as I remember at least, and kind of fills up the gap, right? Because it is the follow-up that you need from this Sand King Barrel Strike. You Sand King Barrel Strike, you have the stun coming out from the CK, pull them in, kill them off. Of course, like we said, there's the safe factor of the Dawnbreaker and the Venge, but with how fast you could possibly melt with the Phantasm Illusions just thwacking you on the backside, you could... I don't know whether the bench save can come in time. Of course, kind of tough to lane up against a Jakiro or play up against a Jakiro with the... Ooh! So the lane counter and the game counter, I like this a lot because I feel like you don't care about Viper because you always blink away, you don't care about CM, you don't care about Sand King in the lane, and you definitely do not care about this CK. You can always reflect his spells back right at him.
This is a disgusting anti-mage game.
This is a disgusting anti-mage game, and you have Gonzo on the...
Everyone is so static.
Bro, like nobody's coming to kill you, right? Like nobody is coming to kill you. I don't know how they pull this out here. It's a really nice AM pick to finalize it out, and I mean, we're talking about the AM, but let's take a look at the Wind Ranger as well. Like, even though you stun the Wind Ranger, if she has Wind Run off, you're not doing any damage to her, and CK doesn't help much in that regard, right?
Yeah, because you're not buying MKB on CK. You're not getting Bloodthorn either. Like, Bloodthorn might be a Viper item, if ever, this game, but
yeah, but can you imagine you get a Bloodthorn on
Viper,
and then, like, what else do you have? You just get collapsed on by the entire side of takes 3 to Tango.
It's super awkward.
One thing I will say though there is that the Toxic Angels, they definitely a better team fight. But in a one-on-one or small skirmish scenario, right, takes 3 to Tango, there really isn't much that Toxic Angels can do. Sure, maybe they can pick off a Jakiro, maybe they can pick off a stray Dawnbreaker, but I don't know what else they can accomplish here. It's up to them to prove us wrong though as we get into game 1 of Toxic Angels versus the side of takes 3 to Tango. Of course, you're watching a rewind cast. So the game isn't happening live, this is just a replay, and maybe the teams will watch this later on. Who knows if we're lucky, but right now it's literally 7 AM for them, so I doubt any of them will be watching. As we get into game number 1, we have both teams coming out of the fountain, but let me introduce the side of the Toxic Angels. Waffle eats Pancake on this Treant Protector in the position 5, more than likely. Or maybe position 4, who knows. Reckless on this Sand King. He's gonna have a rough game against this anti-mage, but we'll see what he can do with it. Of course, we have Derps a lot. I believe Derps a lot, yeah. On this CM, position 5 actually. So it's gonna be the Waffle Eats Pancake, position 4-3. Of course, we have Slash in the mid. I think he's a replacement or a stand-in, but on the Viper, so gonna be very strong. But last but not least, we have the team captain, the position 1, Elegance on the CK.
Alright, and on the side of takes 3 to Tango, we have Cam on the anti-mage, who I believe is actually a stand-in. So that will be very interesting to see. We have Dog playing the Wind Ranger mid. We have, I believe, is Error playing the position 3 Dawnbreaker, so a departure from the position 1 that we saw the last time we casted these games. We have Gonzo playing the Jakiro, and we have Lil Boxy playing the Vengeful Spirit. I just want to say, I fucking love this Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, right, look at this, is so pretty, dude. She has everything blinged out.
Dude, I love that set. That looks so amazing.
It's blinged out, but looks like they're gearing up for a rune fight. They need to be careful here. Stun coming out already, and Slash under a bit of threat. Oh, what a way to start the series. A kill straight on the mid stand-in, putting Dog in a much better position as if he wasn't already. And Lil Boxy, you're gonna get a nice injection of gold for that. Of course, not exactly who you want the first blood on, but who's gonna complain about that? First blood kill onto the Viper, forcing the TP back into lane. No fair fire to work with as well, and Dog, as if his lane needed to be any easier.
So you said that Wind Ranger notoriously counts as Viper. Is that just because Wind Run just completely dumpsters poison attack?
Yeah, you can never actually kill the Wind Ranger unless she really messes up. And you can like you can answer, right? Like you're always gonna get what you need on Wind Ranger, and from there, like you're a lot more mobile than this Viper. You can go and make the moves happen, or you can farm up with Power Shot, and it's just Wind Ranger is uninhibited by Viper basically. Like doesn't bother, and that removes such a large part of what the Viper can do, right? Because the Viper really wants to dominate this lane and start rolling over the map, being this unstoppable force. But of course, if you're trading even with
Wind
a Wind
Ranger hasn't gotten a creep in 4 creeps though.
Yeah, but I mean, double waving in, the early lanes are hard, but once you get those high levels in Power Shot, you can just clear the creep wave. Yeah, Dog getting slightly out CS here, but gonna secure at least those range creeps. Yep.
Oh no!
Okay, we missed first blood though. Waffle Eats Pancake alongside Reckless. That was Barrel Strike level 1 alongside the 2 spells of the Treant Protector, so strong early on. And I mean, as much as this is a good AM lane, he has a pretty free time. He can't actually stand up to the overwhelming like auto attack damage of these two, and they're starting to double wave him right now. The Q in as well from Waffle Eats Pancake, just so annoying on this Treant Protector. And yeah, the Caustic starting to push in the wave here into Cam. He's gonna be okay though. Lil Boxy has the regen for him, and there's the South.
Are you expecting any more kills to happen? I'd imagine it's like you can only really pick off the Venge, right?
Yeah, that's about it. Of course, with picking off as we miss out another kill. Love that. Beautiful camera work from me. I mean, it's just the Jakiro with the 2 spells out. They want to pressure even more though. Elegance has his spells up, but Double mangoed up is Gonzo. Not opting to throw out the dual breath just yet. Finally tosses it out. Maybe waiting for the era abilities, but doesn't have the mana for the Starbreaker and Elegance. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be able to salve up. Narrowly escapes death there. Nicely done.
They tried to get the Curious Snap as well, and it lives on 11 HP. Unfortunate.
Okay, clips in with the dual breath, so cancels the salve, but more or less back up to above half HP. So nicely done.
Slash is starting to get out traded mid. That's
to be expected.
Classic. Yep.
Yeah, like we said, once the power shots start coming out and clearing the creep waves, you need to go for that. He's actually not opting to go for the bottle unless he's bought it. He's going for a stat heavy build with the double Wraith Band. Not sure how much that's gonna benefit him, but Wind Ranger has the bottle coming out if I'm not wrong. Yep, bottle coming out. So
it's gonna be a huge regen advantage for the Wind Ranger actually, because it's already hard to deal with the power shot spam, right?
Yeah, actually,
you're like a
Sand King falling a little low, but they managed to pick off the bench here. Can get the last hit? The slow so much from that Nature's Grasp, and the last punch, Cam. Ooh, the armor.
Oh, no.
Oh, survives. Okay, he goes back in, but he was ready. The Burrow Strike reckless. You want to test me, baby? Get out of my house. Reckless just Burrow Strike straight up his asshole and finishes him off. Meanwhile, though, Era able to claim up a bunch of kills in the bot lane. Gonzo had to die for it, but I'm sure Gonzo is more than happy. This Dawnbreaker in a very strong position right now.
Imagine how cool that would have been if the Burrow Striker counter spot. That would have been the sickest outplay ever, dude.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think from Cam's point of view, he probably thought he got the jump on him, right? But Reckless, he was prepared for it this entire time. Frame perfect start as well, immediately coming out. And they end up bullying this AM top lane. And we talked about, hello? Dust? Was it? Oh, maybe accidentally pressing it on Lil Box C there. Not what you wanted, but these things happen, no big deal. But I mean, this is the lane that we talked about, right? AM really good into the Sand King, but they still have so much kill threat just based off the damage that they can do with that caustic, with the 3N spells level 2
bot lane, CK's getting run at.
Okay, Elegance falling a little low, but dumps a lot. They have the root, and now nice little aggro switch there, keeping Era alive momentarily. Damage coming in onto Elegance. He's falling a little low. He has the stick, but doesn't pop it. Elegance gonna fall, and that's the CK being just kind of snipped out right from under their nose. Nicely done, and they're not done just yet. Gonzo trying to go in. The slow is there from Era. They don't have mana to work with on this CM. That's the clarity problem. You need those mangoes. And that's another double kill for the bot lane.
That is a really strong showing coming from Era.
Yeah, all it takes is just a bit of a mishap.
On the CK.
On to Waffle Eats Pancake here. This guiding Barrel Strike just to push them away.
It's about to hit level 3 Sandstorm, in which I think after then, you just kind of ignore each other.
Yeah, but I mean, they do have the sentry already placed, right? So, and Trian is starting to reach this point where he can't really contest this AM in the lane. Yes, he can walk out and punch, but the AM burning your mana is a lot more painful to deal with. They spot the sentry though. They're gonna click it. Okay, so TA, they win the sentry war for now, but Boxy has another one flying out more than likely. I think, yeah. Coming out on this courier, yeah, the sentry already available. I can't click this goddamn courier.
You must spam.
Okay, but they get the courier onto Cam though. That is okay, but he opts for Orb of Venom, so really nice little harass out even more onto this Sand King. Yep, starting to get the harass out. Meanwhile though, Elegance going forward onto Gonzo. They call the Jakiro out. The Ice Path keeping him alive momentarily, but that's a trade out, and they get the courier as well. Era starting to catapult into just like way too hard to deal with right now on this Dawnbreaker level 3 Celestial Hammer, just doing so much damage. 304 on this hook, doing 7 kills, all part of it. Starting to do damage. The Starbreaker is there and finishes off Elegance. Era starting to run away in this bot lane here.
That is rough. And ult kill pressure top is kind of negated now that Dawnbreaker has ult, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you try and go in, if the Dawnbreaker just soaring and ultis, then it's gonna be a disaster. And that's kind of what we talked about. The second this Dawnbreaker hits level 6, you need to be so careful about every move you make on the map. The Viper Strike comes out though, cancelling out. Eating quite a bit of damage onto the dot, but has that regen rune in the back pocket, so doesn't really mind it. Gonna be fine trading out for now. Slash still trying to punish, but can't do much, and the regen surely gonna be popped here. Has to be careful about the power shot though, because if he triggers the if he triggers the corrosive skin, that's his regen gone. But yeah,
he has to be really careful because without the bottle, he's stuck at half HP. Like he has Tangos, but probably going to be relegated to jungle.
More action
for
in the bot
next
lane though.
kind
They
of-
have TA's number and they're gonna finish him off with another Celestial Hammer Dubs in the middle of the burning damage. And Take Street, they've just run away in this bot lane, but another kill onto Lil Bot C here. Trying to commit into a Sandstorm level 3 is not a wise move, my friend.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, ultimately, I feel like this still favors Take Street, right? Their AM still farming away. Not really so scared, and the Sand King has a Soul Ring to work with. They need to be careful. But Slash falls in the mid lane, the blink away. Okay, Cam's still alive, but Slash being soloed out by Dog here. That Javelin completed and the Focus Fire. More than enough damage to nail this Viper down.
Oh, he didn't get the...
Oh, another kill,
Nice.
Reckless. A bit too far forward on this Sand King. I'm just missing kill after kill 6 to 12 now. Doubling the kill count just at 8 minutes in, but this AM lane is already hard enough. You don't need to make it even harder. And like you said, the bottom tower claimed from the side of Era.
This is just rough. I feel like your Sand King is really underfarmed in terms of last hits actually. Like, what net worth is he at? Like 600 behind the AM?
Yeah, let's take a look at the net worth real quick. Of course, as we
issue with-
expect, Take Street on the top of the net
Waffle.
worth chart. Ooh, ouch.
Oh, counter Bar Strike. Has Blink in a second.
Trying to get a kill onto this tree and finish them off. That's killing spree. That's a bounty for him. Channeling out the Epi though, they need to be careful. The slow is going to come out, but only creeping out the Lil Box C. Cam is going to get out of this scot-free. Reckless has a barrel strike to work with. Going to finish off this poor Vengeful Spirit, but Venge is going to be A-okay with that. That's Epi committed.
Oh, haste on Wind Ranger.
Okay.
With the Javelin?
Chasing
Viper
up this
might
Viper
be
has
in
the
a lot of
focus
trouble.
fire here. Just running circles around this poor Nether Drake. The power shot as well finishes him off. Reckless, can you find the answer? No, you can't. The haste too strong. Meanwhile, bot side, they managed to pick off this CM yet again. Error. Just an absolute monster. What can you do against this
Era
Dawnbreaker?
has been running a masterclass in this offlane right now. I just want to say, like, I don't know, this guy has been playing really, really well in all the series I've seen him play, so kind of exciting to see what he does with this lead now, because, yeah, I feel like it's going to be quite a show to say that though.
Dawnbreaker getting gone on, yeah.
Forever Growth committed.
And the stun out as well, the root is there, and just when we were singing his praises, he's gonna fall. Elegance, a much needed kill for him. Committed early on to that orb of corrosion for the lane, but didn't really manage to get good use out of it. Finally puts it to work. And chasing this Dawnbreaker out of his offlane.
It's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, it's kind of hard to see that coming when you just get river growth from the trees.
Yeah.
Though, yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting him to get like 400-0. Like, CK doesn't even have a point of Phantasm yet. Which I think is quite interesting because it's like, if you need to farm, normally you just pop Phantasm to farm creeps, right? Because it's 75-second cooldown.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
That's
not
100% damage.
I'm not as good of a CK
I'm not a
player as
CK
Elegance is, but if he's maxing the Chaos Strike, there's probably something he knows that we don't. Probably emphasizing on like maybe trying to get those crits to speed up his farm that way instead.
Yeah.
Because right now he
I
doesn't
still
have
feel like
much.
he could have
to-
gone 1-1-4 with the point of Phantasm, but...
Okay,
yeah,
another
we'll see
kill
what
on the
happens.
top
Oh,
lane.
here's the
Reckless
pick.
gonna get caught out. Didn't even need any spells from bot C. Just Cam doing the deed and mana voiding him into oblivion. Cabal equals Sundered.
Dude, AM is one component away from Battlefield at 11 minutes.
Yeah, things are not looking
Kind of
cute.
scary. This comes like... It's kind of like exponential growth, right? The faster this counts, the faster all the other timings get by like miles.
Indeed. And Dog is starting to
And
run away in
Maelstrom's
this
compared
mid
on
lane.
Wind Ranger with a DD. Viper could be dead again if she shows.
Yeah, needs to be so careful here. They're pinging him out though, they know he's there. They spot him. Oh, was that a ping? How do they know he's there? Interesting. But yeah, Maelstrom completed means they can probably pressure this mid tower. Whoever wants to show up will most likely die. Boxy is here with the sentry, so if the tree tries to come in and defend, it won't really amount to much, but can actually focus fire this tower if he so chooses. They're in the top lane though,
He's getting
Overgrowth
run out,
onto AM, but here comes the Dawnbreaker ulti, just like we said, the land in and the save, the kill is nearly enough, and here comes the Macro Fire Ice Buff as well. Reckless needs to be so careful, but the Celestial Hammer is there, finishes him off. Here comes Viper though, Slash, starting to hit away with this poison attack, Gonzo accepting his fate, gonna die, but here comes Cam, in with the Mana Void. Is that where he wanted to be? They committed so much to save the AM and he goes right in and dies anyway, and now Era under some threat. I don't know whether that's what you wanted. Can he get the trade kill on the Slash? Doesn't look like it. The slows are too strong. And a bit of hubris coming out from the side of Take 3 to Tango. What looked like it would have been a good fight for them ends up 3 for 1, and Reckless, he's gonna be so happy with that.
He's gonna be really, really glad that happened, because
Yeah.
like that one pickoff would have been like really unfortunate, but getting the 3 kills in return is like the best best that could have come out of that situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you
But,
use
like,
2
a really
ultis just to
weird
get
combo.
the
Wasn't
AM,
on,
right?
like 200 HP?
Yeah, he literally had no HP, but he just assumed that his Mana Void would do a lot more, and I mean, like, you use Overgrowth and Epicenter and you get nothing, that could have been such a good trade, but he ends up making their ultis worthwhile, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really where you want to be.
And on top of that, like, on top of, like, literally, like, inting his own death, like, he also got 2 people killed by being out of position, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, okay, I really like this
just the
recognition.
bomb breaker, but-
I like this recognition from Reckless here because I feel like, you know, this is exactly what you need to do. Just defend this mid lane, this is where they're looking towards. Buys his own sentry to make sure that they don't see him, and is just gonna sit here happily in the sandstorm for now. Waiting until that blink before he makes his next move.
This is what their lineup is good at, right? They all have, like, long distance wave clear. It's gonna be really hard for them to siege these towers, because it's just like, how do you push towers against this?
Without the Dawnbreaker ulti, they're gonna be happy farming up for now though. Dawnbreaker with that Echo Saber completed now. Item progression wise, Viper still a bit behind, working towards that Maelstrom. Interesting Viper item build here, not usually what you see. These days we see more of the Dragonlance BKB immediately. What do you think about this build?
I feel like it's really greedy. I don't think it's bad, but at the same time, it's like, if you're dealing with a Wind Ranger who's already ahead of you in terms of item progression,
Dog's gonna find Dubs a lot, find it like just snooping around trying to get a ward down, so yeah, but like you were saying,
this is what I mean, right? Like, if you get Focus Fire as his Viper, you're missing how much HP? Like 460 from your items. Like, aren't you kind of just gonna die in like 3 seconds?
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't know.
I guess his idea is that he doesn't
and
do...
I feel like this implies to me that the game is going to be really short, but Anti-Mage is going to hit his timing really soon. Sorry. Like, Maelstrom kind of implies, like, he feels he has time to hit creeps, but I don't really see it with how this game has been going so far.
A nice little fat ancient stack. Even Mana voids it just to clear it up even faster, but Cam, he's going to be sitting pretty with that one. Nice little injection of gold upon the completion of the Battle Fury, already farming up almost 700 himself. Yeah, 800. That's gonna put him in a nice place, working towards that Manta style now. Ooh, nice blinks away in time as well.
Fancy, fancy. So this is like the AM problem, right? It's like sometimes you get Battle Fury and it's like you just die to camps and it's like, bruh.
Yeah, but the Possessed Mask obviously helping him a lot there with the heals as well. Yeah,
He'll get his HP back after like 10 camps.
Yeah, he's just gonna
They're
start
smoking around to mid.
Yeah, they're smoked up. Reckless has the epicenter and blink. They want Dog here and they find him. Boxy's there though, has the swap available. Does she flop it out? Yes, she does. Here comes the heal as well. Dog staying alive for now, but only momentarily. Here comes Dubs a lot with the ultimate as well on top of their heads. And Arrow, you have a lot of HP to work with, but slowed up by the Slash Viper. No more mana to work with here. Gonzo as well. Slowing them all up with the magic damage and Slash, trying to do what he can, but here comes Error, cleans it up. The double hits up onto Waffle. They end up killing off the Viper, taking a bit too much damage from the tower as well as Gonzo. And ends up being a disaster. They get Dog, but that's not the blink reveal that you want.
That was kind of like... I don't know, I guess... I didn't really know what happened. I didn't even see why Viper was under the tower, but... The, it's unfortunate that save... Like, the swap didn't happen sooner, because I think the Wind Ranger just got clipped by the Overgrowth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would have been fine. That was, like, super unfortunate, but it was a nice attempt. But Gonzo kind of saved that fight with that Ice Pop. Jesus Christ, dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if Boxy wasn't actually even looking at that fight. Because, like, she thinks the Wind Ranger is fine, right? She's just looking at somewhere else on the map. You can see by the way she was playing that. I don't think she was even looking at her screen, and then suddenly Dog is, like, screaming, and you're like, oh no, okay, swap, and then it's a bit too late, but ends up being good for them overall. 5k gold lead now for the side of Take 3 to Tango.
Yeah. And like that whole time that fight is having anti-mages and they were just hitting triangle.
Yep. He went
They're on a massive timer now.
Cleared up the entire top side, back to the triangle. Cam, already halfway to that Manta. Just a second ago, I feel like when we were looking at him, he just finished that Battle Fury.
Yeah,
Sitting pretty
like, in that person of that whole fight, he literally farmed the whole Yasha, like, Jesus.
Indeed. And now a level 15 talent, Solar Guardian cooldown 20 seconds just means that Era can get more involved in these fights and be that crucial kind of counter engage. Trying to make a go into Gonzo here. They see him with the swap. Okay, a bit of miscommunication there, but Reckless taking so much damage. You have the blink completed. But where is the HP? Dubs a lot. Doing the damage back to Boxy though. Manages to get out of the range, but not nearly in time. Pumping the epicenter. They want to kill Era here. They find him in the tree line and not where you want to be. BKB pump though. Pumps the ulti, but gets taken down. And you gotta wonder.
A really nice play from Reckless.
Yeah, that was a bit late from them. The nice living armor as well to keep that Sand King alive, but even when things look dicey. And ultimately the fallen martyr, it's this CM just blinking in the middle and causing so much chaos with her ulti, right? And forces Era into that weird spot. Ends up being a 3-for-0 exchange, and Gold lead down 2k now, back to 3k, so they're starting to recover up.
I think that movement itself is like not the worst. It frees up bottom for this anti-mage. She's been kind of struggling to find a place to play outside of triangle. This is where he really like gets that pressure farming that like is kind of the nightmare problem when you're dealing with AM, right? It's like he has so much mobility and he just shoves all your waves in, but until now he's not been able to find a place to do that wave shoving, and he's finally got it now that Dawnbreaker has moved to top side.
Yeah, just a little switcheroo just to open up the map for them. This AM definitely can play down here a lot better than Dawnbreaker can. And apply that tower pressure as well if he's left unchecked. But
the stack on the Ancients too.
Yeah.
It's just like classic farming rotations, right? Triangle, you hit triangle at the start and end of every minute, like.
Elegance, he's looking for some action though. He has the meta completed, but they're gonna beat him to the punch. Gonzo pump faking the Ice Path, walking through it though. And now the Nature's Grass as well. Here comes the stun, but the swap! The Solar Guardian not in time, but Boxy in the middle of it all dubs a lot as well. The ulti, the overgrowth on top of their heads. Era has the BKB though, so not a lot of damage going through. Cam, he's there with the Mana Void, takes out both supports, and they're looking for more. Reckless solo HP blinks away though. Cam, he's there with the Reflect, and that's a 3-second stun onto Elegance. That is your CK down. Ends up with a triple kill for Era, and nicely played fight for the side of Tango. CK, he was looking for a fight with that newly completed Manta style, but Cam and the squad just answer back immediately. Nicely played from them. Reckless though, he's going in, living up to his name, solo HP, but the Starbreaker gonna finish him off. Era now under a bit of fire, but has that Celestial Hammer if he needs it, even throws it back. Ice Path jumping forward, no fear whatsoever from Era, but he's gonna end up falling. Slash though, gonna be sliced down by Cam, and now dubs a lot. He's in a bit of trouble himself. The Ice Path clips him, and that's another kill on the AM splatter, dancing away. And I'd be too if I was him. He's having a monster game right now. 11k, almost 12k net worth. Complete free farm as well, and just kills delivered on a shining platter.
The worst thing that can happen when you're playing against AM is if he's farming in an area nearby, he can clean up kills that aren't supposed to be there. Ah, that's... I mean, that counterspell on the CK stun was really huge, but again, it's like that whole movement from AM is only really enabled because of that earlier like bad fight that the Dawnbreaker took top lane, right? Like he needs this area of the map open to play because that's where all the action is kind of going to be happening. And like if he's farming triangle and they're still trying to pressure these mid towers, like it's so much easier for him to rotate than if he's farming like outposts and he has to like blinks over and over. It's like dead lane is dead lane for a reason, and now that he's out of it, it's so much easier for him to contribute. Actually going E-Blade? Or is this a meme or like what's happening?
I don't know if I agree with this, but I don't mind it entirely. Maybe just scared about the CK bursting him down, but I don't think he really has anything to be afraid of. But this might be a bit of a Ursa E-Blade Ursa moment again. Of course, E-Blade not nearly as bad on this anti-mage, who can use it to get himself out of sticky situations, but maybe just
he's just trying to buff his magic damage from his ult, right?
Yeah, Smile. I'm sure that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile though, Dog, with that BKB completed, nothing much to fear anymore. I mean, there is the overgrowth, but...
Scotty. Wow.
Okay, Reckless with the barrel strike in. But have you gone a bit too far forward? Now the Solar Guardian as well, keeping Cam stuck there for now with that Brood. But they're gonna pay for it with the life of Dubsalot and Reckless to fall next. Elegance now you're caught in between all three of them, and all four, they're just pumping in the damage. 5 members here to punish that CK. And where is the side of TA? Where is the answer? It's not there. Waffle eats pancakes. He TP's in, but he needs to be so careful. If they just sentry down, they're gonna spot him. Boxy, is she gonna place it? With the wards coming forward, Waffles should know something is up here. Needs to be so damn careful, this Treant Protector, for a moment. If they even just pop the sentry down, the overgrowth on the fall though. Where is the answer? The Ice Buff is there, interrupts the Meteor Hammer, gets here onto Slash as well. The Focus Fire, this Viper, he TP'd into his death. Another kill, 2 more on the platter for the side of Ting Street to Tango. And they're gonna be saying thank you to Waffle there. They'll be having him for breakfast as they just continue their push forward. They got nothing to be afraid of. 2 more ultis used. Viper. Yeah.
Chiyo, Conquer, question mark?
Question mark, TPing into death. Not what you want to see. And Gonzo with a really nice ice path to set up that shackle shot as well.
Yeah,
they're gonna back off now though. Arrow strike in though. Dog still has the BKB to work with. Doesn't even need it. Just wind runs out. A zoning Macropire as well just to fuck with him. Reckless is like, alright. Guess I'm staying here. Yeah, I guess I'm stuck here. Yeah, they can't get a pick off onto Gonzo as well as he just swoops away on his wings. And BKB now completed Pipe of Insight as well. This Dawnbreaker is so fucking hard to... Okay, going into Celestial Hammer, the slow is up, the Shackle as well, and CM is just free flew. You wanna find more though? Cam, blinking in, Fearless. Doesn't even need to pop the Spell Shield. Not scared at all. There it is. Doesn't land the stun though. A nice little dodge both ways. But Elegance now swapped out. Is this Viper caught in between a rough spot? Doesn't have the BKB to work with. And it's gonna get focus fired up. Falls. Error even pops the ulti insult to injury. And Reckless, all he can do is cower in his little sandstorm. And GG's call.
Wow.
What a dominant showing from the side of Take Street to Tango. All the way from the draft. And all the way in the lanes. They just play that to perfection. 24 minutes in, 14k net worth up, and the side of the Toxic Angels, they tap out. They don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's only going to get worse, right? Antimage just hit Skadi, they hit Roche. Like, you're already having troubles killing him, and then you've got to deal with Aegis, more stats.
Christ.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, that's just, like, kind of, I feel like it's a lack of catch, right?
Yeah, I mean, they drafted themselves a bit too static of a game, and their only catch literally had a horrendous start. Like, Reckless can't really do much. He tried to set it up, had some pretty nice blink epicenters and barrel strikes as well, but Slash falling a bit too far behind on that Viper, and from there, like, what else can you do on these supports?
Yeah, that was a really well played game from Take Street.
Yeah.
That bot lane collapsing, I imagine, is like so like, I don't know what's the word, but it's like gotta make them really flustered, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's 11 deaths in 10 minutes. Intense.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but we're gonna go to a short break for now because I literally... my bladder has just enough time for one game, and that's about it. I need to go to the toilet like every single game.
Maybe I redeem more drink water. I think that will help.
And that's not gonna help you. You're gonna have to take over play-by-play if that's what you want while I go to the washroom. So watch yourself. But yeah, we're gonna go for a short break here. Be right back, my friends. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, short break. We'll